All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut right to the chase. This is 3 Facebook ad tips to actually scale your Shopify store. And I'm going to be using a real life example of this month where we scaled from 1K a day to 16K per day. And some of these tips, there are 3 tips, are actually going to completely revolutionize your e-commerce journey, to be honest with you. I wish I would have learned these sooner, because ultimately, the sooner you understand this, the sooner you're going to be able to scale. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I wrote 3 points here, and the first one is actually to have great content. So here's the thing, guys. A lot of you are drop shipping here, or you're trying to start your business and you're just trying to test random stuff, right? Like you just find a few images, maybe you throw those up, you find some random scraped videos from the internet and you throw those up. And the reality is that that's not how you're going to be able to scale your store, right? You might get lucky there with one of those products and really scale it up, but realistically, that's not going to work. You're probably going to end up spending a lot of money without being able to scale. So if you don't have any sort of way to get content, you're not ready for Facebook ads. I'll just say it. Like, there's no point in running Facebook ads with one ad unless it's a really good ad that you've tested before, right? So what could that mean? That can mean an Instagram story. So for example, I recently posted an Instagram story for our automated Shopify store builder, and the engagement was pretty crazy. So now I'm thinking, you know what? Let me test that as an ad, because it did really well organically. So that's kind of the key. You want to start your store or whatever it is you're trying to scale with Facebook ads. You want to make sure that you're already making content for that thing, that product usually. So make sure you're constantly putting out content or hiring people to put out content for you so that you always have good content to test. And that's how we're able to get, for example, in this account, 45-cent cost per purchases on an Advantage Plus shopping campaign, $18 CPMs. This is a US only campaign, guys, US only. And it's absolutely crushing. It has over a 2 return on ad spend with some insane metrics, like I just said. And the only reason why that's the case is because we have incredible content here. All of the content is actually short form content, so Reel or TikTok formatted, and it works super well. So that's really the first thing, guys. I know you may not want to hear it, but this is why you got to order your products, or just try to get creative on making content for your product. Again, I sound like a broken record, but that's really the key. That's the first step. The second step, this is actually extremely valuable as well, and a lot of people really don't get this, but it's to increase your average order value or your lifetime customer value. So what does that mean? It means how much money you're making from each customer. Make sure you're increasing that number by as much as you possibly can, because guess what? Let's say, for example, here, right? We have a campaign that gets a $40 cost per purchase. So we're spending $41 in order to acquire a customer. Well, if my average order value was $45 or even $50, now I'm breaking even or even losing money, right? But if I'm able to get my customer to spend an extra $20 or even $30, that puts my average order value at $80. So, I'm acquiring a customer for $41, but they're spending $80. That's really nice. That's going to allow you to scale, because now let's say I want to spend another $1,000 a day. Maybe my cost per purchase will go up to $50 or even $60. But if my customers are spending $80 or $90, then that's fine. I can just continue to scale over and over. And then the customer lifetime value is even more important, because that's literally straight profit, right? If your customer comes back and orders multiple times after you've acquired them through Facebook ads, that's basically all profit. Now, guys, here's something very special that I want to share with you that you need to add to your store. So this is actually the easiest freebie that you can have to increase your average order value. It's a post-purchase upsell, but not just post-purchase upsells, really any kind of upsell, but that's the one that nobody really taps into, but it's probably the easiest one to increase your average order value. And the best app to do that is ReConvert. So ReConvert's one of the OG apps. And what's great about that is that it allows the app to be really fast. They've already fixed a lot of the bugginess and things that most other apps have to go through. It prevents your store from getting slowed down, and it's super seamless and easy to use. So literally you just click get started, download it on your store. And they have basically an automatic integration, so you don't really have to think about it too much. You just really have to think of an offer, but it comes with default ones like you see here, right? So this is a really good one. Get the matching glasses for 25% off. And this is after the customer has already purchased. So again, super powerful, right? And they have a little bit of a scarcity here. Offer expires in 5 minutes. So that instantly makes somebody want to buy something else. And that's, like I said, the easiest way to increase your average order value. And you can set up multiple of these, right? So look at this. You can also set up recommended items after people shop. Again, super undervalued. A lot of people are not thinking about the order receipt that you get on Shopify once you place an order. And that's where ReConvert comes in and just allows customers to buy more really seamlessly, which again will greatly impact how you can actually scale your Facebook ads. Because let's say somebody buys one of these products, $18 stacked on top of the existing order. That's going to allow you to scale because it's raising your average order value or your lifetime customer value. And that allows you to spend more on ads, therefore scaling. That's a major tip. To some of you advanced people out there, that probably is obvious, but I guarantee 90% of people watching this never really thought about how to actually increase that average order value. So I wanted to give you some practical advice here. Now, the last tip is actually the simplest tip, but nevertheless one that people neglect. It's to not be afraid to pump budgets, okay? Don't be afraid to pump budgets. If you're seeing good results, like let's say here, right, on March 8th, we were spending about $600, right? So not long ago, we were spending just $600. But look at these results, right? We were getting a really good ROAS 2.5. So, we were doing really well. We were very profitable. And then guess what? Our other metrics looked really good too. Like our cost per link click was under $1 for US only. So this looked super scalable. And then, let's say even now on the 15th, for example, we're spending $4K per day. So we've been pumping the budgets literally every single day as this continues to scale. And like you see, we haven't really lost that much profitability at all. If anything, you can see our cost per purchase is getting better and better, but the machine is learning off of all this data. And that's why you can't be afraid to push your budgets, because that's going to allow your algorithm, or rather the Facebook algorithm, the machine learning, really do its magic. So hopefully that clears up some of it. If you don't even want to mess with Facebook ads, but you have a business that's starting to do pretty well, just fill out our form at Akemi, the agency, because we love to do this stuff for brands. This is our bread and butter, growth systems. That's what we do. And of course, make sure you check out ReConvert. I really think it's one of the most valuable apps, and they're kind enough to sponsor this video. So I really hope you guys show them some love. And that's really about it for this one. See you in the next one. Peace.